If you're an unreasonably reasonable person and want to make sick gains in the gym, pick up a Radical Centrist t-shirt at some Black Guy's Teespring store. Links in the description below.
Supreme victory!
Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Twitter Trash, and today I'm joined by a very special guest, somebody that, like, when I think about it, has a lot of memories in my childhood. Like straight up, like when I think about one of my friends, Josh, he had this like red Honda Civic or something. We'd be driving and then we'd be listening to This Darkened Heart.
Yeah.
And like I remember just like a lot of stuff like that. And then there's this guy right there, Nando, which he's been in a few of my videos. We would go to band practice in 06. So then all the time the Fall of Ideals was in.
Yeah, okay, when the Fall came out, yeah.
That was always in like, it would just be, by the time we got there, it would probably be like 5 tracks would go. So like, I think Whispers was like, after that, it pretty much said, oh, we're there.
Yeah.
So we would just play it. Like, so I'm super excited to have Phil here.
Hi.
How's it going, man? How you doing?
Good.
Yeah?
I'm doing good. I'm a big YouTube fan, so I am a fan of Derek's. I think that he does absolutely great work, and so, yeah, man.
You fucking
Thank
liar.
you. No, I'm not. I'm not. Hey, I hit him up, and I was like, yo, dude, on Twitter, I think the first time.
Yeah, it was. And I like...
And I was like,
and I
love your stuff, man.
Yeah, dude, I discreetly like marked out on Instagram. I was like, not gonna do it on the same thing where you like reached out to me on Twitter or whatever. So let me put it on Instagram and be like, dude, fucking Phil. Like, it was pretty dope. So yeah, I'm excited to do this. We got a lot of spicy tweets for you as always. So let's just jump into this. So this tweet, it's a picture of Lisa and it's become a meme, and it says, if Ripley and Sarah Connor came out today, you man babies would be as mad as them as you are at Ray and Carol Danvers. And oh, by the way, before I go any further, there's we're in the dressing room, we're backstage.
Yeah.
So if you hear shit going on, it's because people are warming up. So the reason I wanted to start off with this one is because I saw you were in the reply section. Like, I thought that was hilarious. Like, what a coincidence.
It is incredibly stupid, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, the thing is, like, those movies came out in the 80s and everyone loved those characters because they were the characters.
Yes.
Everyone loved Sarah Connor.
Yep.
Everyone loved Ripley.
Yep.
Not because they were trying to be something else or anything surrounding it, because they were written well.
Yep.
And they were performed well, and because men are not as misogynistic as some people seem to think they are.
Oh, yeah.
They're just not.
Yeah,
They're just not.
100%. That's the whole thing, especially when it comes to sci-fi. I always tell people, strong women are always celebrated. We want our women strong. Typically, you're like, oh, she's badass.
Yeah.
And these characters are badass. And then, especially when you talk about Ray, like, I can't stand that argument. It's just like, dude, I want to say objectively. Some people get mad when I say objectively. I feel like it isn't even subjective that Ray was a poorly written character and shoehorned in to be just this ultra badass. It makes no sense.
None. Like, you look at, I mean, Luke didn't move anything at all with the Force until Empire.
Yeah.
All he did was he had an edge flying, you know, the X-Wing. That was it.
Yeah.
In the whole first movie.
Yeah.
And then in Empire, after some training, then the first time he was able to use the Force to move something.
And say, training.
Yeah,
see, that's the key word.
Exactly. They just shoehorned Ray into this, Mary Sue, I guess.
Yes, that's exactly it, Mary Sue.
And it's like, the movie wasn't all that great. Allegedly, I heard stories about Disney told J.J. Abrams, they're like, look, just make A New Hope again. I don't know how true that is or not, but it was a poorly put together movie that relied on nostalgia.
Yeah.
And that was it was just blah, you know. But I saw Captain Marvel, and I thought Captain Marvel was fun. I thought it was cool.
Yeah.
I wasn't super familiar with her from the comic, like her comic book character and stuff.
Yeah.
I only knew who Carol Danvers was because I knew that Rogue had taken her powers.
Oh.
Because I was an X-Men fan.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I knew. You ladies already got a Wonder Woman movie. Why do you need a Captain Marvel movie? Men who think women should be grateful for having one orgasm.
Now, like, do you think anyone said that?
No.
Like,
no one thought that.
Like, no, like at any point ever, like, oh, you have this. Like, why would you? That's the fucking stupidest shit ever.
I loved Wonder Woman too. I'm glad we have Captain Marvel. I'm glad we have Wonder Woman. and I don't know why people want to make this.
Like, why are they forcing this shit?
Why does this have to be a fight?
Well, what annoys me is like this has 21,000 likes. Like, how does so many people are like, yeah, preach, girl, preach. The volatile mermaid. So majestic, so beautiful. Debate judge disqualifies high school students for citing racist Jordan Peterson and Ben Shapiro. Clean your room, fucko. Clean your goddamn room.
Hey, fucko, is your wife not giving you that sweet asshole? Well, then read my fucking book, 12 Rules for Fucking Your Wife in the Ass.
Yeah,
You heard about that?
Yeah, I heard the kid. That kid with the long hair.
Yeah.
Like he filmed the whole thing, like the whole.
Oh,
argument.
there's the exchange. I didn't see that.
Yeah. I think it's only audio because like he put his phone down
Okay,
or whatever.
okay, yeah.
And like they were mad at him, and then of course because he was saying stuff that the other people on the debate team didn't agree with.
Yeah.
One of them stormed out. It wasn't like on the debate team. You're on the debate team, and you stormed out. You're totally missing the point of debate team.
That's funny because I didn't even really think about that. Yeah, no shit, right?
Right? Like, the whole point of debating is debating ideas that you don't agree with. If you storm out, you by default lose, in my opinion.
Yeah, so what happens if they want everybody to be kind of in the same level or the ballpark of thought? How is it even a debate? Like, right? That's a really good point.
2015, don't punch Nazis. 2017, don't yell at Nazis. 2019, don't egg Nazis. 2021, don't disrespect Nazi gangs. 2023, don't disobey Nazi stormtroopers. 2025, don't experience freedom ever again because you cared more about civility than stopping literal fucking evil.
This is what these people, like what I call the progressive ideologues, what they don't understand is it's not like just don't punch Nazis, don't punch people. Don't fucking punch people. And so like, and Nazis are a part of that. Like, unless you're defending yourself or whatever the fuck. So then they're trying to make it like, oh, this is like some slippery slope thing. If you don't beat the shit out of them, they're gonna fucking rise. It's gonna be the Fourth Reich. They're gonna be stormtroopers or something. Like, what a stupid, but this is like real shit. Yeah. Like, just like when I see the argument for like, against centrism, where people think, progressive ideologues think centrism or centrists are like, there's the KKK saying we need to kill all black people, and then everybody else is saying like, no, we need to leave them alone, and then all of a sudden the centrist is like, well, can't we compromise? Can't we just like kill a couple of them or something? I've seen memes like that, and they were not ironic. Like, I was just like, they're unironic, and I was like, dude, that is not what a fuck. Like, there's some things that you clearly have a stance on.
Yes.
Like, say, what it really comes down to, say, like, when people ask me, like, I would say the best thing to call myself is centrist, because you ask me something and then I'll give you an answer and it might fall on the left or right depending on how, like, what makes most sense.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of like where I don't just be like, there's a few people out there that say I am left leaning, therefore I am this.
Yeah.
You know, on every situation, just because it needs to be same team. And
the team mentality is really the problem.
Oh yeah.
I mean, like, I'm very libertarian in my leanings and stuff.
Yeah.
I think that government tends to be too big and tends to mess things up. But like, so like, because I'm a libertarian, or because I'm libertarian in my beliefs, I agree with the non-aggression principle. You don't initiate violence against peaceful people.
Sure.
So that goes for, like, no matter how terrible the people are, no matter how terrible what they're saying, it doesn't give you the right to initiate violence against them. Because violence only gets more violence. So you say it's okay to punch Nazis, well then the Nazis come back with bats and knives. And then, well, you know, they're coming with bats and knives, so the people that would punch Nazis, they come with guns. And it's just continued escalation.
Yep.
Violence doesn't convince anyone of anything. Violence is the last resort, and it should only be used in defense.
Race War 2020!
I'm on his side.
Oh, hell yeah. Got my first ally.
We are the nation!
Reminder to white people, you will continue to mess up regarding racism, so continue to be teachable, open to correction from people of color, and vigilantly monitor yourself for defensiveness and white fragility. You never arrive as an ally. You must continually practice allyship. Don't get lazy, don't get comfortable. So it is your job, Phil, to be vigilant and to always cater to me essentially, and I don't know, give me money. I don't fucking know.
I mean, I don't know what to say to that. I mean, it's really just about, I think it's just about being like sensitive to other people's feelings, right? Like if you're sensitive to other people's feelings and how other people will
people of color.
Yeah,
don't forget that. She'll get angry, man.
She'll get mad. Yes, I guess it is about it's important to be sensitive to people of color's feelings. I think that you should probably be sensitive to everyone's feelings generally.
You lost her.
Unless you're
you fucking lost her, dude.
I'll be getting the tweets at Phil That Remains.
Like, so you can't. It's kind of like the whole thing, like Black Lives Matter, right? And then people will try to say all lives matter, and they're like, we're talking about black people right now, like not all, because you're like, we should be sensitive to everyone's feeling, and she's like, no,
not everyone.
POC.
Just the people I'm talking about right now.
POC.
Yeah.
My transgender sisters, I am celebrating you this #National Women's Day. So this dude responds with, Alyssa, are you transgender? And she quote tweets it, and this is the greatest response ever. What you need to do is put some very inspirational music. Picture Starship Troopers theme. Dun, 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 dun. I'm trans. I'm a person of color. I'm an immigrant. I'm a lesbian. I'm a gay man. I'm the disabled. I'm everything. And so are you, Kirk. Don't be afraid of what you don't know or don't understand. No one wants to hurt you. We are all just looking for our happily ever after.
I bet you there were a lot. Like the other woman we were just, the one we were just talking about,
yeah,
she would disapprove of Alyssa's tweet.
Oh, for sure.
She would not be happy.
There was a lot of, like it was mixed. Like people that are reasonable were like, what the fuck is this? And then there was people that were like, they're so on their identity, they're like, no, you're not. Like, what the hell is this shit? This is the dumbest thing ever. 65%
of women cheat, but 85% of the time, it's the man's fault. E.g., women tend to cheat because they feel lonely for long periods of time in a relationship and so might lean on another male for support and accidentally have sex with them. Whoops, my penis fell in you.
Well, actually, in this situation, whoops, my vagina fell on you.
Hey, fucko. Is your wife giving you shit? They need to buy my new book, 12 Rules for Beating the Shit Out of Your Bitch.
Well, that's all the garbage tweets we have for you today. So do me a favor, like, share, and subscribe, and then do him a favor and me a favor too. Make sure you follow Phil on Instagram and Twitter. It's at Phil That Remains. That's at Phil That Remains. It'll be there. You can put it somewhere, Make sure you follow him, man. This guy's awesome. Love the guy.
Smash that like button.
Fucking smash that like button. Just get the like button. Just fucking like. Am I doing this right?